What is going on, everybody? How you all doing out there? I hope this video is finding you well. Welcome or welcome back to Get Right On In. My name is Andrew, for those of you who do not know, and today I am basically going to be celebrating coming back to my channel by doing the BookTube Birthday Tag. September 1st was my anniversary here on the channel, so I thought I would go ahead and just do this tag to welcome myself back into the community. So now with all of that out of the way, without further ado, let's get right on in. Okay, so the first question is just how many years am I celebrating here on YouTube, and it is my first. I did originally start recording my videos in August of 2021, and then I spent that entire month learning how to edit before I started posting those videos. They are kind of weird to look back on now, but I actually had a lot more time on my first videos, so I was able to put in a lot more effort than I have these days. So I do kind of miss that just a little bit, but yeah. So it's been 1 year that I have been part of this wonderful community, and it's really crazy that it's already been a year, and I cannot wait until it's been more. The second question is what has kept me motivated to make videos, and honestly, it's just fun. Like, I've had a really good time being a part of this community. At first, it was a little bit daunting and a little bit lonely just because I didn't know anybody, but thanks to people like Leslie at The Nerdy Narrative who have been around as part of this channel ever since it started, I don't know, it's just been really fun getting to know people, getting to hear other people's opinions on books and writing and everything else in between. So yeah, that I think is what has kept me motivated, is just continually learning from other people and meeting new people and just getting more involved with this wonderful community. The next question is what are 3 of my favorite videos that I have made from this last year, and why are they my favorites? My most popular video has definitely been my Supernatural tier ranking for all of the seasons, but I don't think that I would say that that one would be one of my favorites. I would say the Lord of the Rings video that I did in December is one of my favorites because I had a lot of fun putting that one together and taking a little walk back down my little Middle Earth journey when I spent a year in New Zealand. I would say that combined, it would be the It vlog that I did when I read 1,000 pages in a day. I ultimately split that video into 2, and I was kind of debating whether or not I should, but as a whole, that experience was super fun to film and super fun to look back on, so I would say that video as well. And for the third one, actually, to be honest, is the one where I'm really drunk and teaching people how to create characters. Just so you know, I don't know why I wanted to include that. It's because I've been drinking. So Go Shoo Shoo is like literally my new favorite character. I don't even know. Because for those of you who do not know, when I first started this channel, I actually did a novel for National Novel Writing Month, and I made a series of little tutorial videos before National Novel Writing Month on how to write a novel. So I did, you know, characters and setting and plot and all of that kind of stuff. And I had one of my friends give me a list of 6 random genres, and then I put them into just a random generator and I let it choose for me. So I ended up writing this dark fantasy book that I still have not reread, which I might. It might be part of what I do, I don't know, moving into the rest of this year. But yeah, I have my little character video where I bought myself a bottle of Apothic Inferno, which is my favorite type of wine, and I got really drunk, and there's so much footage that did not make it into that video. But yeah, I actually had a lot of fun making that video, so I would say that that would be my third on my little favorites list. I shouldn't drink when I do this. The next question is what have I struggled with on BookTube and how have I overcome those struggles? And honestly, I would say at first especially, it was more just about not knowing anybody, kind of feeling like nobody really cared about what I was doing over here. I'm still a small channel, so it's not like I'm some huge, crazy whatever, but I think that just knowing the people that I do know has really helped me, because sometimes it's just as scary to think about like a bunch of random people following you and having a big channel. So I kind of like that I'm still relatively familiar with all of the people who are subscribed to me, I would say. I have some really good friendships out of this, so I think that that has definitely helped me out anytime I've felt a little low, especially over the last couple of months, because anyone who has been following me knows that the last couple of months especially have been a little bit difficult for me. This is now my first real video in my little new apartment that I've got with Piper, and I don't know, so because of all of you, anytime I struggle, I just get through it. Because like I said, this is really fun, and you know, people are really supportive of what I'm doing over here, and so I just do it all for you just as much as it is fun for me. The next prompt is to choose one moment from the last year on BookTube that I would relive if I could. And that's actually kind of hard. What would I relive? I don't know. I don't actually know what I would relive. It's all been like so crazy. It's kind of like a little bit of a blur. What would I relive? I would probably relive the It vlog, if I'm gonna be honest, because I think that that was a standout day for myself. Just looking back on all of the videos that I've made, all of the experiences that I had making those videos, that day of the It vlog was really just a very interesting and very special day. And no, I'm not about to pull out the Pennywise voice. Those of you who know it don't like it. But I would think that the day that I did the It vlog would be the day that I would relive. Of all days, super random because that day was crazy, but I think that because of how crazy it is, that's why it is as memorable as it is for me, because yeah, that was that was a wild day. The next prompt is to shout out a huge supporter of my channel, which I kind of did a little bit earlier already with Leslie at The Nerdy Narrative, but I've also got Kate from The Literary Apothecary, I have Sharon Dwyer, I've got Charmaine, I've got Katrina, I've got, I don't know, Philip Chase comes around every so often. I've got Uri Gatt. I've got like so many people, honestly, who really support this channel a lot. In every single comment, trying to watch every single video, checking up on me just outside of what's going on in my channel and talking to me personally. So I don't know, there's so many people. It's hard to just choose one, so that's why I just threw out like 10. But I am very grateful for all of the supporters, big or small. So I don't know. Leslie's just been around since like the beginning, so I guess maybe she can just take the special cake for that, because she was like my 50th subscriber or something, and all of the other subscribers before her were like my actual friends. So yeah, so I'll just go with Leslie for this one, but there are so many of you that I love so much. The next prompt is, what is the best book that I have read in this year that I have been on BookTube? And I think I would actually probably go with Piranesi by Susanna Clark. Maybe, and honestly, that's also my first book review here on this channel, and it's like, I don't know, it was such an amazing book. Like, I still think about it. I would love to reread it again. I just haven't had a chance. But I think maybe that one out of all of the ones, because I don't think that there's anything else that like completely blew me out of the water. I've read a lot of really good books this last year, but I've also read some like not so good books. But yeah, I think Piranesi would be my answer for this, because that book was just incredible. The next prompt is where I see my channel in a year and what I hope to have achieved. And honestly, I hope I just keep going, because as I've said a couple of times in this video now, I just have a lot of fun with it. It can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes, especially when life happens, which I have definitely learned a little bit the hard way over the last couple of months, as I let this channel kind of slide a little bit just because I had to find a home and a job and things were wild. But I am hopeful that I can just continue making these videos, continue reading these awesome books, continue writing books of my own. I mean, I had this random dream last night, you guys, where like I started writing 3 more books, and then the dream me was yelling at me about how I promised I wouldn't start any other books until I finished writing one of the books that I already had. And it's just kind of one of those things where I feel the same even as a reader. Like my TBR just keeps growing and growing and growing, and it's like, I promise I won't read any other books until I finish this one. But then I've got like 15 books going at all times, writing and reading and everything in between. So I don't know, I hope that within a year, maybe you can all join me on the process of like finalizing a publication of one of my books. I don't really know, but we'll just see where it goes. It would be cool to surpass at least like the 1,000 subscribers, which in the last year I've pushed almost 500, so perhaps it can be a possibility. So we'll see, and I don't know, but I'm just excited to see where I'll be at in September 2020. 2022 and where this channel will be at as well. And last up is just to tag some people that I think are about to celebrate their birthday, and I think that Kate at the Literary Apothecary is also about to celebrate hers. She might have just celebrated it, but I'm not too familiar with people's like start dates for their channels. So if yours is anywhere in September, or if you are seeing this video and your birthday for your BookTube channel is about to come up or has just passed, tag You're It. I would love to hear your answers for these prompts. And that will take care of this first video that I've done really in a couple of months now. It's like really weird to be back in this position, but I'm very excited about being back here. Thank you all so much for the support that you have given me over the last few months, as my mental struggles have been a little bit rough, and my life has just been a little bit rough. I look forward to continuing on with this channel and continuing to getting to know all of you beautiful people. So thank you all for your support and your kind words and just being you. If you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you considered giving it a little thumbs up, as well as potentially pressing on that little subscribe button so you can join me hopefully on Tuesdays and Thursdays and sometimes on Sundays as I move back into this channel. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a day just as beautiful as you, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!